A young girl dipped her hand into the crystal clear seawater. The next moment, something strange happened. Schools of tiny fish seemed to be summoned, swimming eagerly toward her. The fishermen were not surprised. Whenever they took the girl out to sea, their nets always came back full. Her name was Annie, and she possessed a remarkable gift. Every morning, a line formed outside the home of the couple who had adopted her. Anyone who came into contact with Annie, no matter what illness they suffered from, would be cured. Even the smallest wound would heal rapidly under her touch. To the islanders, Annie was nothing short of a savior. Her presence brought them a life free of illness and full of prosperity. But over time, the fishermen's greed and selfishness tore apart the peace of the island, sparking a civil conflict. One day, Annie and Jack discovered a beehive. Bees that should have been aggressive sat quietly on Annie's hand. Jack, however, was attacked and stung by another swarm. Seeing this, Annie clenched her fists in distress, and in an instant, all the bees around them fell dead. Fearing she would be treated as a freak, Annie begged Jack to keep it a secret. From that day forward, her gift vanished. She could no longer heal, and the fishermen returned from the sea almost empty-handed. Anxiety spread among the islanders. They came bearing gifts, hoping Annie's powers would return. Late one night, Lisa noticed the cut she'd gotten that day was closing rapidly. The old scars on Nick's hands were also fading. They realized Annie's ability had come back. Lisa wanted to share the news with May, an elderly woman with dementia, but Nick stopped her. He didn't want Annie to be used again. Still, Lisa's compassion got the better of her. She secretly brought May to the house. May made a miraculous recovery, but she couldn't keep the secret. Once again, everyone placed their hopes on Annie. May discovered that Annie's healing worked only when she was asleep. She gave Nick a bottle of sleeping pills. Nick refused at first, but under mounting pressure, he gave in. Lisa ground the pills into powder and mixed them into Annie's water. They placed her hand into the sea from a fishing boat, and the fishermen brought in a great haul. Nick planned to take Annie away, but May overheard his conversation with the doctor. She poisoned the doctor and set fire to destroy the evidence. Uneasy, Nick called in a policewoman and a social worker from Child Services. They decided to take Annie's family to the station for questioning. The fishermen resisted violently. A gunshot rang out. The policewoman accidentally hit Nick. Chaos erupted. The policewoman was beaten to death by the fishermen. May forced Annie to drink the sleeping pills. Annie struggled desperately. Jack burst in with a gun, demanding to know why they were doing this. Annie's scream cut through the air. Then silence fell. Blinded by greed, the islanders had brought about their own destruction. Annie had never imagined that the ending she dreaded most would come to pass after all.